keep moving. Obviously, Baxter, it was the first Friday night game. It was another absolute cracking display, but only by one side. You had Parramatta 43-12. We both said that this would have been a flip of a coin. We both went Parramatta 1-12. And I think I checked my phone 20 minutes into this game and the scoreline had already blown out. Moses went 7 from 7. Dylan Brown had an absolute crazy game. And then you look at this and it's like it was an error-filled game. And not to take anything away from, obviously, Gufferson and the tries he did score, but it's almost as if Gufferson went back to let's play under eights and this team's so easy to score against. I'm just going to push people out of the way so I can score the try. So what did you make of this game? What did you make of Newcastle after we have given them a lot of praise in recent weeks? And what did you make of the Parramatta Eels? Because we've obviously talked a lot of shit about them in recent weeks and now they've popped up with a massive result.
I think the shit talking was quite deserved. They were, 0-4, 0-5, and then Moses signs that big money deal and they win that week against the Penrith Panthers. So not too surprising there. But, yeah, I'll watch this game. Obviously watching my boy Shawnee Russell out there on the left centre next to Sivo. He played some really good football. To me, it felt like it feels like...
Did Russell extend this week? Sorry. Has he extended his contract?
From what I know off the top of my head, and this is just off the top of my head, during the COVID season, he already extended for an extra 2 years. So I don't know exactly the amount of money he extended for, but he has extended till 2025. So that would be another extension for him. So well on to him because I think if they're looking for a new fullback, I think he's the man to do it. And he looked really, really good last night, especially inside of Brown and outside of in between. Sorry, Brown and Sivo. So yeah, he signed on. If you go on to any website, you can't find out how much money he is. I don't really know how much money he's on, but let's just say he's doing okay.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a crazy contract just yet. Like he's 20 years old. He scored, I think, 7 tries. So he hasn't played
7. He's played 7 and he scored 7. Mate, if you're looking for a try scorer for New South Wales, please, Freddie, get on the phone. Jump on that phone.
Well, Sean, you know what Baxter thinks of you because you know he goes for Queensland. So if he wants you in the squad, it means you're not going to perform too well on that.
It just shows you that every game he plays, he scores a try. So New South Wales only have to win by 1 extra try.
I don't know if you can say every game because didn't he score a hat trick in his first game?
No.
Or one of his games last year?
Yeah. He scored a hat trick within 30 minutes, then broke his ribs last year, round 1 against the Titans, which had him sidelined for the rest of the season. But I take apart from Sean, look, the team played really, really well. I thought the Knights had some chances to sort of get back into the game, which they didn't. Obviously, the errors there, 16-13, shows you it was pretty much a turnover ball game. To me, it feels like if one of the key men for Parramatta, which is Brown, Moses, and Guffo, if one of them are on, the others sort of follow, and if one of them's not on, they sort of sink back into their shells and just sort of play their football. That's what it feels like to me. But Guffo, 2 tries out of dummy half, pretty well. Moses, 7 from 7, really good. Brown to get his try and assists throughout the matches. So yeah, I feel like when one is follow me, the rest of them follow, and when it's not on, it's not on, and they go back into the shell. So another win for Para here helps their for and against. Knights, they just need to go back to the drawing board because they have this week off coming into Magic Round. I've seen all the memes now. Every team's packing their bags for Magic Round, and here's poor old Newcastle left behind. So they've got a week to go. or an extra week to recover, get tactically ready for the next game they face, whoever they are coming up against. But I think you'd be silly to not be ready for round 11.
Yeah, well, it's definitely interesting. We sat here last week and we said Adam O'Brien's turned his team around. They're going to fight. They're not going to get blown out in games. And you fast forward 4 days later and they've got blown out in a game against a team who has been underperforming. I think that's safe to say. And I think any Parramatta fan will agree with me. The side's been underperforming this year. But like you said, they're a scary team when those key men of Dylan Brown, Mitchell Moses, and Gufferson can all step up in one game. So if they can make that consistent, well, we talk about a premiership window. If they can stay consistently good all year, maybe that premiership window isn't closed just yet as everyone else around them and above them keeps stumbling. But obviously for the Eels, they also welcome back Andrew Davey, who has signed effective immediately from Belmore. So from all accounts of what I'm hearing is there's a big chance he goes straight back into that lineup, which means they boost their bench a little bit more. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye out.